It's a common question. How much money should I have at my age? When you see your mate driving a Tesla and you're still catching the bus to work, it's easy to feel like maybe you've gone wrong somewhere. We love a good wealth comparison, and this video is full of yardsticks that you can measure yourself against to see how you compare financially to other people your age in the UK.
But we also question the importance of all this. If you fall below average, don't be dismayed. We'll show how there is always plenty of time to turn things around and how small actions now can quickly make your finances course correct. How much money should you have by age? Let's check it out. First, we want to thank Penfold for sponsoring this video. Penfold is a fully digital pension service and offers 4 investment plans, with their most popular being the lifetime plan, which automatically adjusts the risk level of your investments over time as you approach retirement. You can transfer and combine all your old workplace pensions into a single account, and they will even help you find lost pensions.
We hate hidden fees, and so do Penfold. They charge a single, transparent annual fee. If you invest before the 11th of April 2022, one lucky saver will win £40,000 in their pension. Opening an account will get you 25 entries into the prize draw, and each transfer will get you 100 more. And finally, open an account with a minimum of £25 using our special link, linked down below, and enter code Unshackled, and you'll get a £25 bonus added to your account. What you see ain't necessarily so. You see it all the time. Successful colleagues flaunting cars worth their weight in gold, stories of people retiring at 31, Instagram babes living the life of luxury in Dubai. What you don't see is the detail. That guy in the car park has his Tesla on lease, and the monthly payments are costing him the ability to save into a pension. Christy Shen, author of Quit Like a Millionaire, who famously retired at 31, was 1 in a million, able to tuck away 70% of her 6-figure income each year. And most of what you see on Insta is choreographed so meticulously it would fool even the best illusionists.
Instead of judging yourself against displays of wealth at work and in the media, how about comparing yourself to the actual wealth from normal people in your own age range? That's where statistics come in. So stop comparing yourself to randomers on social media and let's see how you compare to the average person.
Median versus average, the UK's monthly savings rate. UK households save on average £450 per month. But this average number is massively skewed by the super rich. Included in this figure are Robbie Williams, Wayne Rooney, and Her Majesty the Queen.
This becomes a problem for working out where you fit on the UK's wealth scale, because the wealthiest 10% of households own 43% of all the wealth in Britain, while the entire bottom half of the population own only 9% of it. In wealth terms, is someone who is at the top end of the bottom half of the population a total failure, as looking at the averages would suggest? Or could they in fact be just a few quid away from transitioning into the top half of the population?
To get a better grasp of how you compare to your fellow countrymen, you need to look at the median savings per month, which for the UK is £180 per household, less than half what the average figure would lead you to believe is normal. The median figure is the number you'd get if you lined up every household from poorest to richest and shone a spotlight on the one in the middle. Half the population will be stood to the left of the median and the other half to the right. If you're in the top half, you're better off than most people your age.
How about monthly savings as a percentage of income? Earlier we saw Christy Shen, who retired at 31, was able to save 70% of her salary each month. But what's a normal rate of savings by age for the UK? The median savings rate by age is pretty consistent above age 35 according to this data from the ONS at around 9 to 11% of after-tax income. For reference, that's about £170 a month on a £25,000 salary.
If you're younger than 35 though, your monthly savings rate is expected to be negative. The median person in the UK under age 35 is racking up debt faster than they can save. If you're saving anything at all each month and you're under 35, congratulations. In terms of savings rate, you're in the most well-off half of the UK.
Median wealth by age. Next, we want to know how much wealth the median person has in the UK by age. This chart shows total wealth per person. The figures show the median wealth for each age bracket. Take ages 30 to 34 as an example. If you have more than £38,000, you're ahead of the curve. If you have less, you're behind.
At this point, you might be feeling like a turkey at Christmas. 38 grand, that's an insane amount of cash to have at 30. Who has that? but that is total wealth. And if you think about the value of things like your work pension, your car, and even your phone, that all soon adds up.
Wealth is broken down by the ONS into 4 subcategories: property wealth, physical wealth, private pension wealth, and financial wealth. Have a look at your own age range and see how you compare to the median. At all ages, people have a low level of wealth trapped in physical possessions like cars, TVs, clothes, and furniture.
Property wealth and private pension wealth together make up the bulk of total wealth. The median person in their 20s has no property wealth at all, getting onto the housing ladder in their 30s with a small deposit. The amounts shown here for property are the equity values, which is the house value minus the mortgage. Those aged 30 to 34 will have more wealth trapped in doodads than in either their pension or their home.
Finally, we come to financial wealth. This is the sum of any stocks and shares ISAs, formal investments, cash accounts, gold bars, and any other appreciating assets that are not held in your pension or in bricks and mortar. Any non-mortgage debt, such as credit cards, is also deducted here. Buy-to-let investors should look to the property columns.
We focus a lot on financial wealth on this channel, and while it's encouraging to see that the median person is paying tribute to their pension pot, it's disappointing that so little emphasis is placed on their financial wealth. If you're under 55 and have even 5 grand spread across your bank accounts and ISAs, you're doing better than most people in this category.
A lot of emphasis is placed on total wealth in the finance community, with questions like, what's your net worth, commonplace. But we think the real question should be, are you on track to reach your retirement goals? After all, the main purpose of accumulating wealth is to support you for the 30 or 40 years that you are not working in your later life.
For this reason, the numbers that we think matter most are the financial and private pension numbers. Physical wealth pretty much plateaus at a low baseline. You only need so much stuff, and it's up to you how much importance you place in that stuff being high-end. Likewise, you can't spend your house, so as long as you're happy in your home, it doesn't really matter how much it is worth. Sure, there are advantages to having a high-value home. It's probably nice to live in, you can release equity, you can downsize, and you can then use some of the cash released to buy investments with. But for the most part, that equity is locked away.
If you agree with us that the most useful measure of a person's wealth is in their liquid assets, then let's zoom in on the main retirement assets of private pension wealth plus financial wealth and see how you compare. Remember that buy-to-let properties are not included here, so if you are a buy-to-let investor, imagine you'd sold up your rentals and put that cash into your pension instead to get an idea of where you sit alongside most normal people, most of whom don't invest in rental property.
So, do your retirement assets beat the median person's? Maybe they do, maybe they don't. But this doesn't answer the question of whether you are on track for retirement. As we're about to show, most people are massively underprepared for how much money they'll actually need when they retire.
Are you on track for a comfortable retirement? Which has established through research that a 2-person household needs a £26,000 annual income in retirement to live comfortably, with a single-person household needing just slightly less at £19,000 a year. A comfortable lifestyle affords you a happy standard of living in retirement, with pleasures like holidays and recreation and leisure that do not exist for those who can only afford an essential lifestyle.
We've run the numbers to see how much money you'd need to have by age to be on track for a comfortable retirement in a 2-person household, assuming you get there the slow and steady way, by investing a fixed amount per month into your private pension or stocks and shares ISA at a 5% after inflation return. We've assumed here that you and your spouse will both get the full state pension, and so only need an extra £7,300 of income between you from your private pensions. At the 4% rule, this equates to a required retirement wealth of £183,000.
This table is showing 5 ways to get there based on saving different amounts each month. As a reminder, retirement wealth is the sum of private pension plus financial wealth categories, so don't include the value of your house or your Ferrari.
If you're starting in your early 30s, you may need to be saving £200 a month between you to be on track, while if you leave it until your late 40s to start saving, you'd need to be able to put away around £500 a month to catch up.
But there's a big problem here. This relatively straightforward route to retirement relies on a massive assumption that the state pension will be around to do most of the legwork. But anyone currently under 40 ought to be seriously concerned if your plan relies on it. The state pension likely won't be there in its current form when you retire. There's simply too many people of pension age and not enough cash in the government's coffers. And with an ageing population and spiralling national debt, both of these problems are only getting worse.
Without the state pension, household retirement wealth of 183 grand is only able to generate a monthly retirement income of around £600. Can your house live on £600 a month? With this in mind, we also ran the numbers to see what your retirement wealth should be by age to be on track for a comfortable retirement without the need for an assist from the state pension.
You would need £650,000 of household retirement wealth. You'll instantly see that if you're investing less than £300 a month between you over the course of your careers, you're already falling behind at age 16 unless you had a very lucrative paper round. But this can be quite easily fixed by upping your monthly pension or ISA contributions.
If your household can invest £500 a month, you'd need 60 grand spread across your pension, bank and ISA by age 35 to be on track. And you could have nothing before age 28. If you want to play around with your own retirement numbers, check out the FIRE retirement calculator on moneyunshackled.com. It will tell you your estimated retirement age based on the current value of your retirement pot, your savings per month, and the rate of return on your investments. Have a play and see how far you can get that retirement age down.
What if you're not where you need to be? We'll caveat all this by saying that you may have nothing saved for the first 30 years or so of your working life, but then your business takes off at age 50 and suddenly you're minted. It could happen. Life doesn't have to be linear. This is a riskier strategy though than investing regularly over a lifetime and places a lot of trust in hope. Your business may not take off and you are unlikely to win the lottery. Safer, we think, to actively pursue your goals 1 month at a time where you can.
Go back and check those tables and have a play with our retirement calculator and see the power of increasing your pension or ISA contributions by even an extra £100 a month. We know you can get there if you want it bad enough.
Question of the day: are you where you want to be with your property, financial, pension and physical wealth? And how did you compare in the charts? Join the conversation in the comments below. Thanks for watching. On this channel we talk a lot about personal finance, investing in all things money, and if you want to see more great content, please click the subscribe button below.
This is moneyunshackled.com. See you next time.